The story begins far beyond Earth. An experienced pilot named Mills lives on a highly advanced planet with his wife and young daughter. Their peaceful life is shattered when his daughter is diagnosed with a deadly illness. The treatment is incredibly expensive, far beyond what the family can afford. Desperate to save her, Mills accepts a long-distance space mission that promises enough money to pay for her care. Although the journey will take only 2 years for the crew, he knows he will be separated from his family for a long time. Before leaving, he promises his daughter that he will return and do everything he can to save her. The massive spacecraft begins its journey with hundreds of passengers asleep in cryogenic pods. Mills is the only one awake, monitoring the ship. Everything goes smoothly until the ship suddenly enters an uncharted asteroid field. Massive rocks tear through the hull, destroying critical systems. Despite Mills's efforts, the ship loses control and crashes onto a nearby planet. The spacecraft shatters on impact, scattering debris for miles. Injured but alive, Mills wakes up inside the wreckage and stumbles outside. He finds himself surrounded by dense forests and strange plants. He searches for survivors, only to discover that almost everyone on board appears to have died in the crash. Overwhelmed with grief, Mills struggles to accept the tragedy. The memories of his daughter give him the strength to keep going. While checking the escape pod data, Mills notices that one pod is still transmitting a signal. He follows it and soon discovers a young girl named Koa, unconscious but alive. Nearby, he notices an enormous footprint left by an unknown creature. The sight sends a chill down his spine. As Mills explores the area, he slowly realizes the impossible. They have crashed on Earth. The next morning, he wakes up after hearing his daughter's voice asking, "Where are you?" He checks on Koa and continues searching for the rescue shuttle, but its exact location is unknown. Stepping outside, he discovers the remains of a gigantic animal that appears to have been killed by a geyser. He has never seen geysers before. Moments later, he spots a bright light in the distance. It is the rescue module, located about 15 kilometers away. He sees movement in the distance, but before he can react, a deadly predator attacks. After a brutal fight, Mills kills the animal. He hears a noise and finds Koa. She has left the crashed ship and is trying to escape. As they run, they stumble upon the corpse of a giant dinosaur. Then they hear the footsteps of an even larger predator approaching and quickly leave before it finds them. Back at the ship, Mills tries to communicate with Koa, but she doesn't speak his language, and the translator is broken. Drawing in the sand, he explains that they must reach the escape pod on top of the mountain to leave this deadly planet. The girl draws her family, waiting for her on the mountain. She thinks they're alive, but an audio signal reveals the heartbreaking truth. Koa's parents died in the crash, and she doesn't know it yet. Koa then watches videos of Mills' daughter. Mills returns and doesn't really like it. He tells her it's time to leave. The journey ahead won't be easy. As they travel, Koa starts feeling comfortable around Mills. She even copies one of the bad words he keeps saying. Soon, they hear a creature crying for help and rescue it. For a brief moment, they have a pet, but it doesn't last long. Koa is heartbroken. Mills tells her it was too dangerous and warns her to be more careful. They take a short break by a waterfall. As she plays, she reminds Mills of the time he spent with his daughter. Koa loves beautiful things and has a playful sense of humor. As they continue their journey, they lose the signal. To find it again, Mills climbs a tree, but a branch snaps, sending him crashing down and dislocating his shoulder. He tries to pop it back into place. Then predators begin closing in. With no time left, Koa helps Mills reset his shoulder. He fights the creatures and tells her to run. Koa waits on the shore, surrounded by strange animals. Suddenly, 2 predators sneak up on her. She has no weapon to defend herself, but Mills arrives just in time and kills them. Then another attack happens. Absolutely shocked, Koa just wants to hide from everything. After a while, Mills uses a special whistle he used with his daughter to cheer up Koa. She shows him the way she can whistle, and they leave. After finding a place to sleep, Mills scans the sky and notices a moving object. Thinking it's just another asteroid, he ignores it. Before sleeping, Koa asks Mills to play a video of his daughter. At first, he refuses. But seeing that Koa needs it, he plays it anyway. Koa enjoys watching it, unaware that that girl is already gone from illness. Mills is awakened by a motion alert. He searches the area, but finds nothing. Then he notices a strange insect inside Koa's mouth, quickly removes it, and now she's all right. The motion alarm suddenly goes off again. Even louder this time. Something is nearby. They brace for an attack, and then a massive Tyrannosaurus appears behind them. Unable to fight it, they run deeper into the cave. Wide awake now, they carefully explore the tunnels. Both are terrified, especially Koa. To comfort herself, she draws her family on the cave wall. Pointing at the rocks, the girl pleads with Mills to make a way through, repeating, "Mountain, move, move, move." Mills tells her it's impossible without the right tools, until he remembers the explosive charges. He uses 2 of them to blast open a passage and gives Koa a couple of charges to carry. She climbs through first, and Mills starts to follow. But suddenly, the cave begins to collapse. Forced to turn back, Mills is left frustrated and angry. Mills has no explosives left, so there's no way to blast through the rocks. Then he hears a familiar whistle. It's Koa. She's alive, on another side. As Mills approaches the cave entrance, he hears a growl. He checks his scanner, but it shows nothing nearby. Suddenly, a massive dinosaur breathes down his neck and lunges from the shadows. Mills barely dodges the attack. A fierce struggle follows, but he eventually defeats the creature. Mills climbs out of the cave. As he looks up, he notices a massive object blazing across the sky. His scanner identifies it as an asteroid that will soon strike Earth, causing a global catastrophe. Horrified, Mills calls out for Koa, but there's no response. Meanwhile, the girl is hiding in the bushes when a small dinosaur suddenly sneaks up behind her. She screams and runs. Hearing her cry, Mills rushes to help, but he falls into a tar pit that quickly begins pulling him under. He calls Koa's name for the last time. Koa remembers she still has the last explosive charges. She uses it to kill the dinosaur. At the last minute, the girl runs back and pulls Mills out of the tar pit. After thanking her, Mills checks his scanner. The asteroid will strike Earth in less than 12 hours. They continue to the escape shuttle and find that it's still fully operational. Koa notices the wreckage. She calls out for parents, which she thought were waiting for her here, but no one answers. Realizing they're gone, she begins to cry. Mills apologizes and shows her a picture of his daughter. He explains that when she died, he wasn't there for her. He tells Koa that he wants to make sure she gets home safely. Koa seems to understand and is ready to leave this place. With asteroids already beginning to fall across the planet, the 2 board the shuttle and prepare to leave Earth. Just as they're about to launch, an asteroid fragment crashes into the ship, sending it over a cliff. Both of them lose consciousness. Koa wakes up first and tries to launch the ship, but it won't start. When Mills wakes up, he hears the roar of a Tyrannosaurus. It's already there, trying to reach them, while more asteroids rain down from the sky. After climbing out of the wreck, Mills distracts the dinosaur, drawing it away from Koa. More dinosaurs surround them. To distract the Tyrannosaurus, Koa plays the recording of Mills' daughter. As the beast turns toward the sound, Mills shoots it. Another giant dinosaur spots Koa and charges at the ship, shaking it violently. Mills quickly takes it down, and the ship is finally ready for launch. They think it's over, but the one-eyed dinosaur returns. Mills tells Koa to start the ship while he runs toward a nearby geyser, hoping to lure the beast into the blast. At the last second, Koa stabs the dinosaur in its only eye. Blinded and enraged, it triggers the geyser and is killed by the explosion. Mills is amazed. Koa has saved his life for the second time. The massive asteroid is only seconds away. They launch just in time and escape as it crashes into Earth. Back on the ship, Mills thinks of his daughter and gently holds Koa's hand. Together, they have found a new family.